everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a grocery haul. I had a subscriber ask me if I would mind doing one of those. I've not ever done one of these before, so I'm going to try it out and see how it goes, see how well it's liked, and if it goes well and enough people like it, then I may do these again. I will say that I don't really do most of the grocery shopping. Most of the time I make a list and my husband goes to the grocery store and picks up everything, and just so happened tonight I was the one that went by the grocery store. Usually when I go, I have a small list, and then of course I come back with so much more than is on my list, whereas when I make him a list and he goes, he usually just gets what's on the list. He might get a couple more things for himself, but for the most part, he does, so he's usually the one that goes. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get started, and I'm going to start with the cold stuff first so that I can go ahead and get that put in the refrigerator. First thing that I got was this Horizon Unsalted Butter, and just to let you know, most of the stuff that you will see is organic. Now, I didn't always shop organic. This is something that I started doing. I'd always wanted to, but just felt like I couldn't afford it. But then once I got diagnosed with breast cancer, I don't know, I don't know it has anything to do with it, but it makes me feel better to try and eat more organic. So everything that I eat is not organic, but I do try and eat organic when I can, or pick organic if it's offered. Sometimes I don't always get to go by the grocery store that sells mostly organic food. Sometimes I just have to make do, and if I really need something and I know it's going to be a while before I go, I'll just have to get what I can get. But anyway, I always buy the unsalted butter, never buy salted, just because most of the recipes that I cook call for unsalted butter, and I always add salt when I cook anyway, so I do get the unsalted butter. But I do shop a lot at Walmart. I also shop at Whole Foods, and sometimes I will shop at Earth Fare if I get the opportunity. That's not really close to me, so I don't get to shop there as much as I'd like. Alright, I also bought me some extra sharp cheddar cheese. Organic cheese is very expensive. I don't think that Walmart sells this kind, or my Walmart don't sell organic cheese like this. I can get it at Whole Foods, but it's just ridiculously expensive, and even I have a limit somewhere where I will spend so much for cheese. But I make a recipe that I need this sharp cheddar. Most of the time I just buy regular medium cheddar. I do like to buy the blocks because I like to shred my own cheese. I just think the cheese tastes better than the kind you buy prepackaged. Not saying I never buy prepackaged cheese, but I do try and do it this way if I possibly can. While we were there, my daughter talked me into buying this chocolate chip Toll House cookies. Most of the time I buy the little pack for like $1 and some change, and we just add a butter and egg to it and mix it up ourselves and drop it on the cookie sheet. But she didn't really want to do all that, so anyway. Next thing that I bought was the Hormone Natural Choice Bacon. This is the uncured, and it's all 100% natural, no artificial ingredients, no preservatives, no MSG, gluten-free, and no nitrates. So I do always pick this up. I used to buy the I think it's Right something, I can't remember, bacon. It's the real thick bacon. It is super tasty. It's so good, but such a good bacon. But I did want to start getting the kind that had no nitrates, and this is actually pretty decent bacon. It's not bad. I mean, sometimes some of the bacon can be real thin, but I did pick up 2 of these because we eat a lot of bacon in my family. So I get paid every 2 weeks, 1 pound for each week. So we don't always use it. I may have some of this left over. It just depends. But I just wanted to go ahead and stock up while I could. Something else that I usually buy is the Jimmy Dean sausage. I usually get the regular. Now they do have a natural Jimmy Dean. Sometimes I'll find it at Walmart, sometimes I won't. Tonight I didn't, so I just went ahead and picked this up. But if I do see the natural, I try and get that. I just love Jimmy Dean. We used to buy Niece's sausage, and I'm not saying anything bad about Niece's because it is second runner-up to me. But I just feel like it has a little bit more grease in it than the Jimmy Dean does. So I usually will make sausage biscuits and gravy with this, or I will use it for my pizza, because I do like to put this on my pizza. I don't like Italian sausage on my pizza. Something else I picked up was the Butterball turkey burgers. This is the best stuff ever. I had gotten, I think it's Gino or Genio, I don't know how you say that. We used to get those, and they just were, I mean, we thought those were great until we had the Butterball. And then once you have the Butterball, you won't go back to nothing else. This is the best stuff. Now, sometimes they will actually, this is the original, I think. Sometimes they'll have an onion or something like that, and I haven't really tried those. We just always go with the natural, and it's just super good. But you get 8 in here, and that's pretty good because the last ones I bought, I think you only got 6. And these aren't really cheap. I think they're close to like $10. All right. I picked up some of the Brussels sprouts. I have bought these fresh before, but for some reason, I just think the frozen ones taste better. I do steam these in my steamer. Me and my husband like them. My daughter don't really like them, so that, you know, I'll cook these sometimes. I always like to have something green every time I cook a meal, and so this is something good that we like to eat. I'm trying to see what other cold stuff I got. I got me some organic mild cheddar cheese sticks. I carry these to work to eat, you know, for lunch or whatever. And you do get 8 sticks in here, and it's a lot cheaper buying this at Walmart. Walmart has gotten a lot better at their organic stuff. They're putting out more. They're still got a long ways to go, but I can find a lot of organic things at Walmart. And when it comes to cheese, this is cheaper than going to the other store. Let me see. Something else. This is like my favorite. And this is better to me than ice cream. This is Greek Gods Greek yogurt with honey. I used to buy the Walmart brand Greek yogurt, vanilla, and I thought that was good, and it is still good until I tried this. And then once I ate this, I don't want nothing else now. And this isn't even vanilla honey. They make a vanilla honey, and I did get that one time, but for some reason, to me, this is just better with just honey and no vanilla. So I will eat this, and I will put like some of the cranberry clusters on it. Sometimes I'll just eat it by itself. I mix it with fruit a lot, raspberries, blueberries, things like that. I absolutely love this product. And I would say this probably takes me about 2 weeks to eat. So sometimes I'll keep one at work, and then I'll keep one at home in my refrigerator at home too. Something else I bought was this 5 cheese tortellini. Now I know that some of you know what this is. I did a recipe with this one night. My husband loves this stuff, and he asked me to fix it this weekend. So if we don't eat too much tomorrow for lunch, then I may fix this tomorrow night for supper. But either way, this is a good one to cook during the week because it's quick and fast and easy. So I did pick that up. I got a dozen eggs. Now, I usually do not buy these eggs, but I am doing this haul the day before Easter, and I'm supposed to do the deviled eggs. And now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know what I'm thinking. I think when I bought these, I was thinking about dyeing Easter eggs, and I had to have white Easter eggs, or white eggs to dye. And you know, all the organic eggs in the grocery store are brown. And so I thought I had to buy these because I needed white ones, and technically I don't because I'm making deviled eggs. My mind is just gone. Okay, so anyway, I normally don't buy these. Normally I buy the cage-free, free-range organic eggs, which are about $5 for 12, and they are expensive. And I would have bought that tonight to make my deviled eggs with if I wasn't thinking about dyeing these things first. I don't know what was in my mind. But anyway, I got some eggs, so I bought them. I'm going to eat them. Then I also bought me some half and half Horizon Organic. I like using this in my coffee versus the powder. Now, if I'm at work or I'm at other people's houses or whatever, you know, I'll use whatever they've got for cream. But at home, I like to use this. I bought me some Grape Tomatoes. I am making a broccoli salad tomorrow to carry to the Easter get-together, and it does call for tomatoes. And I may film that recipe because everybody in my family absolutely loves that broccoli salad. And so y'all might enjoy that too. So I may film that. I'm not certain when I'll post it, but you know, I may film it in that way, you know, at some point in the next week or so, I might post that out there. Bought me some lemons. Here lately I've been needing some lemons. I can't tell you right off the top of my head now what for. When I have them, I never eat them, and then when I don't have them, I need them. So I got me some lemons that will probably not be used. I bought me some tomatoes on the vine. Now, I usually buy our tomatoes at the farmer's market because we don't live that far from a farmer's market. But if I'm in a place where I can't get there, or I just want to go ahead and get these because I know I'm not going to have time, I do try and buy the ones on the vine. To me, they're just tastier. My all-time favorite tomatoes are German Johnsons, and they usually have those toward midsummer. And so we planted some of those and grew some of those about 2 or 3 years ago and got the best, most delicious tomatoes in the world. And so I asked my husband if he would do that again this year. So I'm going to remind him that we need to do one, and I will record us doing that, you know, going out and picking them, showing how pretty they look, you know, slicing them up, all that good, delicious stuff. But anyway, so that's my goal. I want to get some German Johnson tomatoes, and then I shouldn't have to buy any more tomatoes at least until September. I bought me some broccoli crowns for my broccoli salad. Now, I usually don't buy quite this much, but I did want to buy a lot because, like I said, a lot of people in my family really like this broccoli salad, and this is your main ingredient. So I did need to have a lot of that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put all this cold stuff up, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to finish showing you what I got of the stuff that's not cold. I bought some organic potatoes. These are, I would say they're red skin, I guess. Potatoes are not like the little ones, but they're the bigger ones. So I did buy those. I may make some potato salad with those. I like making potato salad with those and putting in sour cream, mayonnaise, dill weed, garlic, all that good stuff. So I may, not for tomorrow, but at some point I may make it because I've just been craving it for some reason. I bought me 2 packs of this original Sweet Baby Ray's beef jerky. This is the best beef jerky ever. I buy this and I take it to work and I put it in my desk at work, so when I need a little snack or something in between my breakfast and lunch and dinner, you know, that I can snack on this. And I usually buy their big pack. They have a giant pack. A lot of times it gets sold out. But I didn't think about this until I had gotten the checkout line, and they usually have these in the checkout line. So I just picked up 2 of them, and they're equivalent to the big bag. And as far as price goes, they're not any more expensive buying them this way versus buying the big pack. So I bought those. I needed some rice. We love rice, so I picked up some organic white rice. I know I should be eating the brown rice or whole grain, whatever, but I don't think it tastes as good. Pasta I can do with the whole grain, but for some reason the rice just does not taste as good to me, and so we go with this. Not as good for you, but that's just what we like. Okay, I did pick up some organic classic yellow mustard. It seems like whenever I buy the organic mustard, for some reason you can't find this, or I can't find this in the bigger bottles. And so we go through this quite a lot because it's just such a small bottle. But I did pick that up for my deviled eggs. Picked up me some Jfg Mayonnaise. And I think I had made a comment about the mayonnaise before. I have looked for some organic mayonnaise and I've tried different kinds. Spent $11 for a jar of organic mayonnaise one time, and it was just nasty. It was absolutely nasty. I could not take it. So, you know, I just went back to this because this is just our favorite and it makes everything taste so good. I know everybody's kind of got their thing about mayonnaise and what they like, but JFG is what we like. Bought some of the organic Bertolli creamy Alfredo, and this is what I use with the tortellini along with the chicken. And the one that I had used last time actually had garlic in it, and I wanted to get that this time, but the one that had garlic in it was not organic, and I wanted to get the organic because I thought, well, I'll just chop up my own garlic and put it in there. So one little extra step, but it's okay. Pick that up. Picked up some instant grits. believe it or not, I actually like these better than I do regular homemade real grits. And it's not that I dislike real grits, I just have never thought they had any flavor to them. And if I've got to add a ton of butter and a ton of salt and pepper for any flavor, then I just don't even bother. So I've just never been a big fan of the original grits. Not like I said that it tastes bad, it just don't have any taste to me. Whereas these instant grits has some taste and some flavor, and you can make it the consistency that you want it. It's quick, it's easy. I take some of these to work. I also use them sometimes on the weekends because Monday through Friday I don't really cook breakfast, but on Saturday and Sunday I do. So anyway, I picked up some of these because we were running low. Me and my husband's about the only one that eats those. And I do like the other flavors they got, like the cheddar and, you know, red eye gravy or whatever in the instant, but the butter is just our favorite, so that's usually just what I end up getting. Bought the Chef Boyardee pizza maker. We always buy this. I grew up with this. My grandmother made this, my mother made this, and I make this. And my daughter, Madeline, loves this pizza. This is one of her favorite meals that I make. Caitlin, as much as she loves pizza, she will not eat this. It doesn't taste like the kind that you buy from CC's or Pizza Hut or Domino's or Papa John's or wherever you like to buy pizza. It is different, and that's probably why I like it so much. I grew up eating this. It was, I was probably a teenager before I actually had pizza that you could order from somewhere. And although I will eat it, to me, I guess because I've always eaten this just tops it. I'd rather have this any day than, you know, Papa John's or whatever. And I like Domino's pizza, but this is just it for me. So, and I do make both of these pizzas. You get like 2 pizzas in this box, like a 2-pizza kit. I go ahead and make them both because whatever we don't eat, I will wrap up, put in the refrigerator, and then for the next few days, when Madeline gets home from school, or I may carry some to work, you know, we'll just grab a piece of pizza, put it in the little toaster oven, heat it up, and we got something good to eat. Got that. I have been out of coffee, out of regular coffee, so I did buy me some of the Folgers Classic Roast. I love Folgers. Normally, as far as like the regular coffee, I usually get the Newman's Own Organic, but they did not have that tonight. I went on a Saturday night right before a holiday, and so they were cleaned out from everything. They were stocking, and, you know, of course they might be fully stocked tomorrow, but while I was there, they were out, so I had to have some coffee. So I went ahead and bought the Classic Roast by Folgers. I have not seen the Newman's Organic Decaf. All I ever see is the regular. As a matter of fact, I don't think I see any organic decaf at Walmart or whenever I buy my coffee. So I just always pick up the Folgers decaf every time I go. And so that's what I picked up tonight because I've only got like 4 of these left. So I did pick those up. And this was something new that I thought I would try. This is Nature Valley Almond Butter Layered Granola Nut Bars. And you get 10. And once again, when they put these coupons on these boxes, I see them when I pick them up, and I even told my daughter, I said, remind me when I check out to take this coupon off and use it. I never, ever do it. I see the coupon on the box every time I get home. It just drives me nuts. It drives me absolutely crazy. I could have saved $1 on this box. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so I thought I would try these out. I do get some of the, I think it's Nature Valley Almond Butter cookie type bars. I love those things, but this is something different. This actually has chocolate with it, and so they're 190 calories per bar, which is usually what I get. It's got 10 bars in it. I think that's a pretty good deal. It would have been a better deal if I'd got my $1 off, but it didn't. So I'm gonna give these a try and see how they do. This is something that I would take to work because this is what I eat in the mornings when I have my coffee. I usually have something simple, you know, like a bowl of grits or one of these or something. I don't have no big full-on breakfast Monday through Friday. So I saw that, picked that up. The only things I've got left now is just my canned foods. I picked up some cream and chicken soup. I always like to have this on hand because every time I make a casserole or something, it usually calls for this. I don't have any more, so I picked that up. I always like to keep that in my pantry. Same thing with the cream and mushroom soup. I have a super meatloaf recipe that I always use, and it calls for this soup. But the last time I made it, I didn't have any. I did have some of this, and I put this in it, and it did not taste the same. So I went ahead and picked that one up. Now they have Walmart soups, and they may be okay as far as like putting them in, you know, recipes and stuff. I've not tried it, and I just didn't feel like doing it tonight. So I'm just, you know, Campbell's is what I've always bought, so that's what I went with. I picked up some sweet peas. I love this brand. I'm not really sure how to say it. LeSueur. Not really sure. But, oh, this one's got pearl onions in it. I don't usually buy it with the pearl onions, but it was late. And so, apparently, I wasn't reading things. I'm sure it tastes fine. I just always get just the regular peas without the onions in it, but I just really like these sweet peas. And when I make these, I actually put a beef bouillon cube in with it when I cook it and some butter. And it tastes really good, so I like to have these. I'm not big on eating canned vegetables, but I will buy canned green beans and canned sweet peas. They're just easier for me to cook. But those are probably about the only two things that I eat as far as like my green stuff. Usually I try and buy everything fresh and cook it, steam it, whatever. This Spam Light, I always like to have this in my pantry because there's so many nights when I come home, I haven't planned a meal, don't know what I'm going to cook, our groceries are running low, I hadn't had time to go to the grocery store, and I can always pull this out. Sometimes I just fry it up and we'll just eat this with some vegetables. Sometimes we'll make a sandwich out of it. Sometimes we'll slap some egg on there and toast up some bread, put some mayonnaise on it. You know, you could do so many different things with this, and it's just something good to have on hand for when you need to make something quick and you're just running low on other items or ideas or whatever. So I did pick up some of that. And then I also got the country sausage gravy. And yes, I can make gravy, but when it comes to sausage gravy, usually it's just easier for us to just have these, you know. I don't know why. And this actually tastes good. This is not, you think, ooh, gross canned gravy. This is good gravy. Now, Walmart has some gravy that they have that's their brand, and I think we may have tried it one time, and it was okay. But this is just really good stuff. So if you ever want to have canned gravy, I would recommend this. And I did pick up 2 of these so that I could have one on hand for next time. And I just baked the Pillsbury frozen biscuits, fry up my sausage, heat this up in a pot, get me some sliced tomatoes, scramble me some eggs, and sometimes I'll make some fried potatoes to go with them with some onions, and then that is like my favorite breakfast ever. But anyway, so that's my grocery haul, just to let you know. Now my bill here was $150, but $15 of that was to buy Caitlin. She got her a little shirt and short set, and she's actually supposed to have bought that, but I told her to just go ahead and I would put it on mine and she could pay me later, because that was something she wanted to spend or use her money for. So, you know, taking the $15 off, this is about $135 worth of groceries that I showed you. So, you know, I think that's not bad. As far as couponing, I would love to be a couponer. You can see how great I am at it. And I don't even use the one little tiny coupon that they give me. But I'm just not good at it. You know, I've tried, I've cut them out of papers. My mother gave them to me. It got me a coupon organizer. I just can't do it. Some of these people can, and that's wonderful. I just can't. So what I do use is, I do have a Walmart app that I use, and if anybody's got a smartphone and you shop at Walmart, you really need to get that app, because what you do is once you buy your groceries, you take your, you open this little app up, and you open the little scanner, it's like your camera, and you just scan this barcode right here. And when you scan that, it actually will register into the app or whatever, and it will search your surrounding area for lower prices. And if it finds any prices in your area that are lower than what you purchased them for, it will give you a credit. And you can use that credit different ways. I'm not going to go through all that with you right now. You can read up on that. Just, you know, go to the website and, you know, read up on the savings catcher. But year to date, I think I have gotten back like $147 total. And most always, every time I scan a receipt, you know, I'll get an email like 2 or 3 days later, because it does take them a while, and it lets me know that I've got, you know, money back. I have gotten as much as $4 off of one bill before, and then I've got nothing off of a bill before. But most of the time, I get something. And, you know, it just comes in real handy. And when you want to use those, you know, they've got a scanner when you do, like if I was to buy these groceries and just say I had, you know, $20 credit from where past receipts have been scanned in, and cheaper prices or lower prices were found, I would just take my phone and just scan that barcode, and it would take it right out of the thing and apply it to my bill, and it would knock $20 off of my new purchase. So I've used it several times, and it's really good. It's not couponing, but it's the next best thing, and it works for me. So I hope you enjoyed this grocery haul, and if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you thought about it. If you'd like to see more of these, let me know. Like I said, this is the first one I've ever done. I have seen other people do these. So if, you know, I get good feedback on it, I might do some more. So just let me know. But I hope y'all all have a great day, a great night, a great week, whenever it is that you're going to be watching this video. And I thank you so much for your support. I will see you soon. Bye.